Auditioning for Musical Theater College Programs, presented by Joel Gelpe. I've been a music director, vocal coach, and accompanist for 37 years, but my most relevant experience in relation to auditioning for musical theater programs was my 11 years teaching at Ithaca College, a private school in central New York State with one of the best BFA musical theater programs in the country. Every year, starting in early December, we started receiving high school seniors pre-screen audition videos that they submitted online. I was one of 5 faculty members who watched these videos and rated each student either yes, maybe, or no. If I decided yes, then that student was automatically invited for an in-person audition, either on campus in Ithaca or at one of our regional live auditions in major cities like New York, Chicago, or LA. If I rated a student maybe or no, then the chair of our department, our theater department, would watch the audition videos and make a decision. These were highly selective auditions. We typically had around 800 audition submissions for the musical theater major, and ultimately we would end up with a freshman class of no more than 16 or 18. Now, with the coronavirus, everything's up in the air. It's a good thing that most college programs have been having video auditions for years already, so everyone is kind of used to that. The question is, are there going to be live callbacks, or will those second auditions also be online videos? You might recognize this good-looking guy, Jeremy Jordan. He was one of my students at Ithaca College, as well as Ben Fankhauser. And of course, if you're at all familiar with the musical Newsies, which was on Broadway, you know that they were 2 co-stars in that production. Okay, that's enough bragging. Let's get back to the topic at hand. So, how do you get to be on the yes list? Well, here are some suggestions to keep you off the maybe or no list. First of all, make sure you review your video before you submit it. I can't tell you how many prospective students submitted videos in which the top of their heads weren't even in the picture, or the sound quality was so poor you couldn't hear them clearly, or the balance between the singer and pianist was off, so all you heard was piano. If your video submission is not your best work, then you should redo it. That's one of the great things about video auditions. You can do numerous takes and then select the best one. Another thing I would recommend is to make sure that if you're using a live accompanist, you don't have them in the picture. Some pianists are so physically animated, moving back and forth or side to side as they feel the music, that they distract from you, the star of your own video. And let them hear you. If you don't happen to be using a live accompanist and you're using a recorded accompaniment, make sure it's loud enough to give you support, but not so loud that it drowns you out. Give them what they want. Make sure that you're submitting exactly what each college asks you to submit. Every musical theater program asks for something different. Some ask for a 16-bar ballad and a 32-bar up-tempo. Others might ask for 2 one-minute selections. But remember, don't get too hung up with the number of bars. If they ask for a 16-bar cut, I think it's okay if your cut is a few bars longer, say 20 bars. The important thing is that it feels like a 16-bar cut. But don't overstay your welcome. I would not go more than 4 bars over the limit. Cuts. You're probably not going to be asked to sing an entire song. Usually it'll just be a cut. You want to make sure that your cut actually feels and sounds like a complete song, even though it isn't. For example, let's say I offered a 16-bar cut of If I Loved You, and I sang, "If I loved you, words wouldn't come in an easy way. Round in circles I'd go. longing to tell you, but afraid and shy. I'd let my golden chances pass me by. Well, that was definitely a 16-bar cut, but it didn't have a definite ending. It left you hanging in midair in a dominant chord that didn't feel like an ending. But if I started at the bridge and go to the end like this, longing to tell you, but afraid and shy, I'd let my golden chances pass me by. Soon you'd leave me, off you would go in the mist of day, never, never to know how I loved you, if I loved you. It has a definite ending now, and the song sounds more like a complete song, even though it isn't. Plus, it gives me the high note of the song. Each to his or her own. As I said earlier, each school has its own requirements, and I did some online research, and here are some examples. These are several college programs that have excellent musical theater performance programs. They're in alphabetical order. First, we have Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh. Visit Accepted to upload the following between September 1st and December 1st. Resume, including any training and experience in theater, film, music, and dance, as well as academic achievements, work experience, and community service. Headshot. Each piece requested below should be filmed or uploaded as a separate piece of media, no continuous videos. There should not be a separate slate video. Rather, slates are to appear at the beginning of each piece. The proper slate for a song is to share your name, the title, and show in which it appears. The proper slate for a monologue is to share your name, the title of the play, and the playwright. Carnegie Mellon offers more information specific for songs. Pre-screened songs. Students should prepare 2 contrasting pieces. One song should be a ballad and one song should be up-tempo. Each song file should be 60 to 90 seconds. This time limit includes the slate at the beginning of the piece and is strictly adhered to. Please do not upload media files longer than 90 seconds. One song should be written prior to 1970. The song can either be the up-tempo or the ballad, student's choice. One song should be written after 1970 and contrast the style of the first. Sing with recorded or with live accompaniment, not a cappella. As I said earlier, each school has its own requirements. Next is Elon University, which is in Elon, North Carolina. Even though I just got through saying that every school has different requirements, Elon's requirements are exactly the same as the previous one from Carnegie Mellon, so I won't bother reading it. Ithaca College, where I worked, Ithaca, New York. Songs. Students should prepare 2 contrasting pieces. One song should be a ballad and one should be an up-tempo. Each song should be 60 to 90 seconds. Well, see, again, even Ithaca College sounds like the other two, but there is a difference here. They talk about the shot more. Songs should be filmed in a 3/4 shot, which means the top of the head to the knees should be visible in the frame. Okay, and then the rest sounds like the previous 2. University of Michigan. Voice, upload 2 separate tracks. Prepare 2 musical theater songs of at least 32 bars, each with a 2 to 4 bar piano introduction. Both songs must be memorized, and one should be written before 1965. Sing with recorded or live accompaniment, not a cappella. So they're okay with 1965 instead of 1970 as the cutoff. And it's kind of funny that they actually mention songs must be memorized. I think that is taken for granted. If you get the call back, be ready for anything. Some schools are friendly and others aren't. Some might ask you to make acting or singing adjustments to see if you can take direction. Just enjoy it as another chance to perform and share your art with others. As they say in the glamorous world of theater, break a leg. And thanks for watching.